blatant cheating.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep. Championship on the line. This could be it.
Somehow he kicked out.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way to survive. That is the marker of a true champion.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
And you can practically taste the venom, taste the bitterness and disdain between Punk and Rock with every blow. Back and forth, both men refusing to stay down. Both men refusing to let the other get the better of him. This is unbelievable what we're seeing. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark. CM Punk. Quick evasion from him. Opponent tied up.
The champ might have just ended things right there. 2, 3, 2 count. Title still on the line.
How badly do you want to be a champion? That is the question being asked in this match.
Cover. New champion coming. Cover. Oh, my goodness. Punk wins. Punk just beat The Rock for the WWE Championship.
The winner of this match and the new WWE Champion,
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock and regaining the WWE title just feels right, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's still one more stop on the 2013 Redemption Tour. After my WrestleMania 29 loss to The Undertaker, I took a few months off to heal. Paul Heyman saw this as something vindictive. He took my absence as betrayal, and before I knew it, I was being attacked by his old pal, Brock Lesnar. Brock got involved in business that wasn't his, and I knew a match with no disqualifications was my best shot to even the odds. I would have walked away with the win, but I couldn't resist getting my hands on Heyman, which gave Brock the opening he needed.
Brock Lesnar has beaten CM Punk.
It was a brutal encounter. And if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll avoid taking a trip to Suplex City. Dish out some punishment to Paul if you get the chance, but walking out of SummerSlam 2013 with the win is the main goal. Don't make the same mistake I did.
The Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, ready to face down Punk.
being coming to the ring by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis.
Gentlemen, it is time.
Yeah, but whose time is it, Wade?
Well, we're about to find out because this is one of the most highly anticipated matches that I can remember in the history of WWE.
This is one of those matches, guys, where you're just proud to be here to watch it.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
You know, CM Punk, when you see him in the locker room, he's always that guy that likes to joke around. He's always loose. He's always ready to go. But today, there was a different feeling around CM Punk. The intensity was there. CM Punk was completely focused throughout the entire day because he realizes he's headed into a fight. A no disqualification fight tonight against Lesnar, a man who outweighs him by 50 pounds.
CM Punk almost defeated the undefeatable, the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. But this could be the biggest fight of CM Punk's life.
And let's not forget the list of injuries Brock Lesnar has given to CM Punk over the last month. He put 4 stitches into the chin of CM Punk. He caused rib injuries, a knee injury, an ankle injury as well. Brock Lesnar just feeding on Punk in recent weeks.
CM Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend, Paul Heyman, and his new partner, Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotion... CM... Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend, Paul Heyman, and his new partner, Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotions blind him here.
Yeah, it's all about vengeance for Punk against the man who betrayed him, Paul Heyman. But having to go through Brock Lesnar to do it is no simple task.
But Punk says he's not afraid of the beast. That he can take Lesnar on no problem, that he can thrive without Heyman in his corner. This match is Punk's chance to prove that, to show he still is the best in the world.
Just like that, sent out of the ring.
Perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline. I truly believe that if CM Punk wants to stand a chance tonight, he needs to remove all focus from Paul Heyman and concentrate squarely on Brock Lesnar.
That's easier said than done, Wade. Punk had Paul Heyman out of his focus at Money in the Bank. He told Heyman he wanted to go it alone. And that night ended with Heyman pushing the ladder over right as Punk was about to grab the briefcase. Size, weight, MMA expertise. What advantage doesn't Brock Lesnar have over CM Punk?
Oh, please don't tell Brock I said this, but wit and guile. Punk can be tricky. He can be elusive. He needs to outsmart Brock and keep the Beast guessing all match long.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here. Corey, I know earlier tonight you said a no DQ environment favors the Beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equalizer.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. Perched up top.
He fails to connect. Heading up to the top turnbuckle.
Lift off.
Wait a minute. What's the manager doing under the apron?
Not a position the Beast Incarnate is used to. The damage starting to pile up, courtesy of...
Uh-oh. What a cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Lands the elbow. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later.
Heading to the outside now.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Oh, God, drilled right into the post.
And slides back into the ring.
Brock Lesnar turning up the intimidation factor.
Couple of takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look.
Hold on.
Trying to stick.
Abandoning the pin and deciding he still has more work to do. John Wall brutally swinging that steel chair. And he finds a way to elude that attack. Sequence of reversals there.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Brock getting out of harm's way.
Buries a
muscle, pure strength, and drop down with a powerbomb.
And as is so often the case when a man faces Brock Lesnar, Punk finds himself taking on early attacks.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
A release belly to belly.
Yeah, as Brock appeared to be in the zone on that one. And able to skirt around that attack.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Escaped just in time.
Oh, not quite what Brock intended. Oh, a point of the chair to the kidneys.
I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are.
Two aggressive stars, so well matched, not in terms of physicality, but mentality.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination. Oh, what an axe handle.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Perched up top. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Big hammer connects.
Brock must be phased after this string of action.
From the top.
Oh, he paid for that high risk.
Thumped with a big blow.
Head on CM Punk. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Not even a one count at this point.
High red district for CM Punk.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. And are you kidding me? Look out.
With a knee to the face.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. And a kick. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys. Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty.
Good reflexes from him there.
Strong takedown there.
This has to be it.
And a quick kick out.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Michael Cole takes shelter. Here comes the storm.
That's an F5 coming through.
That's it. Brock's got this.
There's two. He kicked out at two.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And you have to think Lesnar is only going to double down on his intensity after coming so close there.
The ferocity we have witnessed here tonight. The
Trying arm bar. Triangle. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold. Might have.
Felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk. And now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the beast incarnate backing you up.
What to the F5, but what a counter by Punk into a DDT. Cover now for the win over Lesnar and a kick out.
A late kick out, and Paul Heyman can't believe it, but now straight into the Anaconda Vice grip.
Punk squeezing with all of his might, trying to put down the beast. And Heyman again.
Well, just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered with a shot from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda Vice and one for the chair.
Well, Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the Beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet.
Lesnar won't be done until Punk is completely destroyed.
And it looks like that moment is imminent, Corey.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, it delivers an F5 out of the chair. And this is just the worst position Punk can. He wants to end this for the win. 3, no.
Somehow he's managed to get that shoulder up in the nick of time. Great wherewithal to dodge there.
Punk looking to finish this with the Anaconda Vice, cinching in the Anaconda.
He just decides to end the hold. Oh, great counter to cover. No, he gets the shoulder up.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at the...
Oh, what a response.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects. Lesnar could not avoid the big shot.
I think that's it. That must be it. Brock's done. CM Punk overcame the Beast, and Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
What a moment for CM Punk, proving the doubters, proving Paul Heyman wrong. On his own, with no one backing him up, CM Punk is still the best in the world.
Not even a beast can stand in his way. Defeating Lesnar, showing up Heyman. This is the ultimate moment of vindication for CM Punk. Enjoy it, Punk. Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to... Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. Face first.
Setting up.
It's locked in.
Trying to escape, and yes, he's able to get free from that submission hold. The arm getting pummeled.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match. Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision?
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Press slam.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to...
From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Did you guys feel the rumble from that impact? It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being done here. Bullseye with the back fist.
Uh-oh. And he retaliates.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. A reversal. Well scouted. He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. The lights are dimming for McIntyre. Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Go to sleep. Will that sew this?
top rope.
Stalking from above.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be. But this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow.
And now the shoulder's down.
This might be it.
Shoulder up before the count.
How at this point you don't even stay down long enough for a 1 count is beyond comprehension.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
And the action is shifting now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Strong counter from Punk. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre has with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being in the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's
Claymore by McIntyre.
That could be Punk's demise.
into the cover. Only 2.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long. Big shot block. That'll stop you in your tracks. Oh, and he manages to reverse. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
McIntyre might have him.
Better CM Punk. Oh, kick out. Oh, my God.
We have just witnessed next-level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Just ruthless. CM Punk looking to end it.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Pins it up. Oh, good counter.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation.
But right hands create separation and an escape. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locks, and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind. Here.
What an axe handle.
Turns that back on on CM Punk. This is a situation you want to avoid.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. He quickly slides into the ring.
Getting out of harm's way.
Planted with a neck breaker.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Punk avoids the attack.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Ah, right to the back.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
Oh, man. Able to steer clear of danger there. Cleared with a double axe handle. Quick evasion from him there.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Suplex lands. Quick counter there.
Just sent crashing to the arena floor. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Boom, what an uppercut.
Returning to the ring now. Neck breaker. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Perched up top.
Oh, he misses the mark. Oof.
Caught with the full force of the sledgehammer.
Drew anticipated that one. McIntyre now with the double underhook. Future shock. Drew has to be looking for that kill shot right now. Well, start the count. We know exactly what McIntyre's aiming for. Will that close Punk out?
Here's his arm shot off the mat before one.
Late in this one, and not even a one count.
McIntyre won't lose focus, though. He's got to remain as sharp as he was a few moments ago.
The WWE Universe is absolutely electric right now.
The energy in here is unreal. And further damage being dealt to the skull now.
Not a good situation. Getting rattled like this over and over.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's... thinking here.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Hooked him up.
And And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again.
Swapping some big-time swings here. Ooh.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. All this heavy artillery is really adding up.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Just emptying everything they've got now.
Oh, looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight.
And consider that the final punctuation to that heated exchange.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh, my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go-to-sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Survivor Series 2023. The Underdog Man, the face of Rollins.